Aloha, everyone in another level living land. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Freedom Fridays. We're so happy that you're here because you are in store for a special treat. We have an awesome special guest who's going to be talking about breaking free from invisibility habits. Kathryn, thank you so much for being here with us today.
I am thrilled to be here with you and with all of the listeners who are tuning in because it's so much fun to hang out with you and talk about all this good stuff that supports us women solopreneurs.
That's right. Oh, yes, 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 my sister. I'm so grateful for our conversation today. So let me let you all know what is the purpose of the show. The purpose of the Freedom Friday show is to support you as an entrepreneur in achieving your success in business and life harmony, because it really is two sides of the same coin. We never want to get so busy making a living that we forget to make a life. And it is possible to work smarter, stress less, strengthen our relationships, lead with much more energy, ease, and momentum so that we can increase our confidence, our calm, and our cash flow. So that's what we're going to be doing here. And this topic about breaking free from invisibility habits is something that's so needed for us as an entrepreneur. Kathryn, let them know who you are. Okay, so Kathryn Yarborough is the founder of Speakers with Heart. She hosts online summits and provides training for women solopreneurs who want to use speaking to attract their soulfully aligned clients. And ladies, I know you definitely are going to be wanting to keep your ears tuned because this is something that's so important, especially for us solopreneurs. So, Kathryn, tell us first of all, why is this something that's so important? Why is this topic something that's so important, especially for us as entrepreneurs?
Well, obviously, to me, it's obvious. If we're not visible, if we're not showing up in the world in some way or another, our wonderful, I love to say, soulfully aligned, ideal clients don't find out about us. And if they don't find out about us, they're not going to reap the benefits of working with us. And if you're listening to this and you want more clients, your soulfully aligned, ideal clients won't find you and decide to work with you if you're stuck in invisibility habits. And so I want us all to break free because each and every one of us women, coaches, healers, on purpose solopreneurs, those are the people who I most resonate, but whatever type of business owner you are, if you have something to share with people, there are people who need it. And if you aren't showing up and being visible, they're not getting the term that's in my mind this week, it was given to me by a colleague, is medicine. They're not getting the medicine that is that unique vibration, that incredible wisdom that is you, the gift that you provide when you take people through the process you take them through. And we need that now. It seems so I feel like I've been saying we need it now more than ever for like the last decade, right? I've heard it for a long time. And it's just part of the times that we're living in. We are needed now to step up and to speak up and to be visible and to attract our clients.
Oh my goodness. That was so beautiful and so true. Like, yes, I've heard now more than ever too, but we feel that. We know that because literally lives are literally being lost as a result of us not showing up in our full light. And to be able to share that message, share your voice, be seen, heard, and felt is something that the world needs now more than ever. I agree. I agree. Question for you. What do you think from your perspective and from your expertise? What gets in the way of us being visible? Like, what are some of the common things that you see that prevent us from actually being seen, heard, and felt?
Well, so first of all, it's going to depend on that person, why that person isn't showing up. And sometimes we're confused, we don't really know what we want.
Okay.
We're not really committed to our businesses. I would say that more than anything with women solopreneurs is what I see, not really being committed. So and it leads into not showing up fully. And then if you don't show up fully, you don't attract the clients. And then you don't get the confirmation that your work matters. So you cycle around into not being fully committed, not showing up fully, not really attracting the clients, and so it becomes a cycle, and the habits of invisibility that began when we were children, even so
Mm.
that we would stay safe, or in some cases in corporate, keep operating. So it's like a whole bunch of things.
Oh, that's
Yesterday I
so
was with
good. Yeah,
Yeah, I was with a client yesterday and she was like, "Oh my goodness, I attracted new clients and I got money." And it was so fun to see and hear her joy. Like she's
Oh,
breaking free from her old junk that's kept her from showing up fully, and she's got a new strategy with what she's doing, and she's excited because it feels so good when people say yes to us and hand us money. I
oh
mean,
my goodness. I love
it's not
that for her. That's so amazing. Not just for her, but also for the client and the client's world and her. Like it's just, it creates this beautiful ripple effect by her showing up and being able to be ready to receive. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing those common strategies like the confusion, and even like the commitment. One of the things that was also coming as you were talking was like there could be even like this fear of the commitment or being seen or fear of
oh,
success or
oh,
failure. Oh my
oh,
goodness. We got to break free from that, ladies and gentlemen. We got to break free from that now.
yes.
Yes. Oh, this is
Yes.
so good.
Fear, yeah, fear is huge. I mean, it is amazing. And I think a lot of people I know will talk about the fear, the witch fear, like they were witches in past lives or something like that, and they don't want to be burned at the stake. And for some people, I mean, that is like palpable fear that if they show up, if they're seen, oh my goodness, what could happen? In fact, I sort of feel that way. Um, Last year I started about a certain thing, but it's not everything. So I'm going to tell you a couple of little tidbits
Yeah,
here.
tell us.
Last year I started teaching my Soulfully Aligned Visibility course, and I use within it a process is called the Speak with Your Body process. It's this embodied tool that came in as a download that integrates my experience as a dance movement therapist with what I've learned as a business type coach, as well as I develop my speaking. And so it's using expressive movement and speaking in combination. And it does a few things. One, it helps us be more dynamic and expressive when we speak so that our ideal clients will be attracted to us. But also, as I was using it last year, what was coming to me was that it was changing me. I could feel it aligning my physical self with my emotional self, with my mental self, with my energetic self, with my higher self, with the divine. This
Nice.
realignment process was happening. It was really cool. And as that was happening, I was getting this thought, I wonder if I should be more clear about my ideal clients. The truth is, the women I love to work with have a spiritual bent. They understand energy and chakras, and they use the word the divine or things like that. And and so I started to play with the language, and I landed and like I was like spiritual solopreneurs, like that's not right for me. And I landed on this term soulfully aligned solopreneurs.
Oh my
And even
goodness.
as I say it, I feel uncomfortable. So I feel like I'm coming out as a coach for women who are soulfully aligned solopreneurs or who would resonate as that. And as I talk about it more and more, and people reflect back to me what it means to them, and or just like they start talking from that place, I'm like, okay, this is okay for me to talk about. But like by myself, when I think about it, I feel uncomfortable. And I would say it's like that fear of speaking up about something that isn't the norm in my
Oh my
world, at least,
goodness. That's
which is
so,
that,
so cool to have that
yeah.
awareness, right? Like, so me, years ago, I had no clue about energy, and now my license plate is all about energy and mastery and beautiful, right? But it's true because when we align, our message, our business, everything really is an extension of us and our energy. And when we align to that, oh my goodness, visibility and magnetism just flows. So I love that that part of what was coming as you were talking was the courageousness to be like, okay, well, this dropped in, this is it. I'm going after it. It feels a little weird. It's okay. This is the message anyway. And as it continues to come out, this is beautiful. It's actually a perfect example of a lot of times what we as entrepreneurs go through when we get this idea and then bringing it to fruition. So now that we got an idea
Right,
of like,
right, and that I'm sorry, and
oh, go
that
ahead, tell me.
space from having that idea to bring it into fruition is where the habits, and the habits of invisibility and the fears and the procrastinations and all that that's tied in there will show up and stop us from taking idea into full manifest form. And, some things maybe aren't meant to be, they're not needed now or whatever, but a lot of things get aborted because we stop ourselves.
This is so good because it leads us into, that's what I was going to ask you next is like, what can we do about this? Now that we know a little bit why it happens, why something is so important. What wisdom do you have? Like, what can we be able to do about this? Steps, strategies, what kind of
Okay.
comes to mind?
All right. So I've identified three strategies, steps, tools you can think of and use. And one is the speak with your body process, which is something you actually have to learn. I can explain it to you here. In fact, I will just explain it a little bit. But I don't know that I can't teach the whole thing to you, but you can get the idea. And if you want more
Yeah, give us an
information,
idea, big picture.
yeah,
I love this. I love even the
yeah.
message, speak with your body. So tell us more.
Right, okay. So, and let me say what happens when you use the speak with your body process, you begin to communicate differently.
Mm,
So it realigns, as I was saying, us with the divine, but it also realigns our neural pathways so that we become something it's like we become more of who we really are when we're communicating. So invisibility is we're less likely to keep doing the invisibility habits because it actually neurologically changes us. I
nice.
think I mean, I don't have a study on that, but that's my inner experience. So the way it works is what I teach people is that there are 12 different qualities. Think of two being fast, like talking really, really fast and moving really fast, and slow, slow. So all 12 of them, it's actually six pairs of two ends of spectrum, fast,
Okay.
slow, big, small, that kind of thing. And I teach people how to access them. Those are probably four easiest ones to understand. The others take a little more explanation and more practice to really get, but the qualities are available to all of us. They're part of the human experience. I'm not asking you to do something that most humans can't do, but it's about doing it with movement and speaking and then letting the words come out. So, for example, if I was practicing moving fast, I'm going to move fast and I'm going to talk fast. And what I'm really going to say about invisibility and invisibility habits, I don't really know because I'm not thinking yet. But the invisibility habits can keep us stuck in ourselves. And then, oh my goodness, my glasses are falling off. What do I do? So, I mean, things just come out. And if we do slow, invisibility habits hide us. And we just don't know
Making
what
me
words are going to
sleepy.
come. Yeah,
Oh my
well, yeah, so isn't that interesting? Slowing down makes you sleepy. Well, at least what I did, and you're like, okay, I'm bored now. So it's interesting because somehow the combination of speaking and the movement qualities doing the same art is what's doing something to us. And so it helps us to become more expressive speakers, as I said before, but it also helps us become aware of our communication habits, which include habits of invisibility.
That is so powerful because one of the things that, I love talking about, especially like this is fascinating that you bring the body into it because it's about like feeling really comfortable and congruent in your skin as you speak. Like that's part of the alignment. So, yes, you got the soulful, the energy part, but being able to bring it down. And this is one of the reasons why they talk about this part about when you feel it in your body and it comes from there, it even connects better with the audience and everyone who's around you.
You would probably love my course.
I know. I was
Um,
super fascinated when you mentioned it.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We'll talk
All right.
about
We'll
it.
talk about that.
Um,
Okay.
all right. Second tool or skill or strategy is beginner's mind. So if you want to break free from invisibility habits, then you're going to be doing things that are new to you.
Mhm.
So, and you're going to do things that maybe you've done before or learned before, and we need to have beginner's mind. Like, okay, how might this work? How might it be to be to be visible? Like what beginner's mind is when we look at things with fresh eyes.
I
And I
love that.
think, yeah, and our ways of being around visibility and invisibility, we just get so stuck in the habits of them. So how do we break a habit? Let's look at it with fresh eyes.
I was interested because of the word that was coming as you were talking is that allows us to be able to step into that curiosity, which
Mhm.
allows it to be easier to take those bites. It breaks us out of the confusion, right? I was even thinking about like a newborn, like a baby, they're learning, they're curious about everything. And there's no fear
Right,
of them trying to take the step to do it because they're just still in that beginner's mind.
right.
Oh, so good. All right, one more. What is oh, that was
Right.
so good.
And it ties into what you just said, which is one of my favorite pieces of wisdom of all time, no matter what, for solopreneurs, is to take action and learn from your experience. So if you do show up, well, not if you do, when you do show up and practice being visible, take action. And I love baby steps. I love baby steps. So take baby steps and learn from everything that you do. How does it feel? What happens?
Yes.
What's the next thing that you want to do? Do you want to do this again? Like and if you don't get the response that you want, oh, isn't that interesting? Like let's take action and learn.
My goodness, this is so awesome. So here's what I got. Everyone who's listening, make sure you comment and let us know which one of these three steps spoke most to you. So the first step, speak with your body. The speak with your body process. I love that. Oh, and then the second one was beginning with a beginner's mind that allows us to be able to be in that curiosity of doing the things that are new. It breaks us out of that confusion and that leads to even more clarity of taking action. And number three is taking action and learning. This was something that was so powerful too, because one of the things I would sometimes hear was, I don't like the sound of my voice. I don't like what I look like. I don't like what I sound like. And one of the things that I had recommended was, and this is actually what I did. I hated the sound of my voice. There was a time where I hated what I looked like. Now it's like, I love my voice. I love what I look like. It's possible, y'all. It's totally possible to shift it. But one of the things that I did was that step of action that she said, okay, let me record myself. Let me record myself and listen to my voice. Okay, let me go back and listen to it and really fall in love with it. It took a
Mm.
while, but yay, it's so possible. So these are some amazing steps that you have shared with us, Kathryn. Based on everything that you shared with us, what would be the biggest takeaway that you would want to leave us with today?
What comes up is stop lying to yourself about your invisibility. Stop lying to yourself. Like actually really take a honest inventory. Where are you showing up and being visible? And in what ways are you not showing up and being visible that you know would support you with your business?
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. And how can we continue this journey with you? Do you have a free gift that you can share with us?
Yes, I have 5 questions that you can use that will support you in developing your visibility plan. Mhm.
Oh,
Yes.
that's good. I want to answer those questions today. I love that. We will put the link in the comments below, so make sure you click on that link. What a beautiful gift that you are giving us today. And also let us know, what do you have coming up? Like, I hear you have like a summit coming up. Can
Oh,
you
yes, 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 yes.
can
I've
you tell us
got
about it?
the Soulfully Aligned Solopreneurs Summit. It's happening on May 15th and 16th. So be sure to click the link because you've got a link to share with folks
I will
about it, right?
put
And you're
that link in the comments as well. Y'all make sure you join us. It's going to be incredible. Ah,
yeah,
fabulous. And
yeah.
what can they expect to like, I guess, what is the purpose of the summit, and what can they expect to get as a result of their presence?
So you're going to get inspired by amazing speakers and teachers and coaches, people who work with other women solopreneurs, and they've got all kinds of messages. There's messages about purpose, about attracting clients, about taking care of yourself, all kinds of things that will inspire you to keep moving forward with growing your business and being more visible. And yeah, so and the good thing is you could come for both days. It's 12 to 5 Eastern, or you can just pop in for the speakers that you're most interested in and listen to them. And I've got some really awesome speakers.
And or you can get the VIP bundle, where you can actually get the pre-recorded, so you can go back and listen to it as much as you want. So
Yeah, and you get all kinds of great VIP gifts
amazing.
too.
Yes.
Yes.
So click on that link down below and make sure that you get your ticket to the upcoming summit. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see you there. Kathryn, thank you so much for blessing us with this amazing message today. We are just so grateful for you.
Well, I appreciate you too, Dr. Adler. And all the people who are listening, hello, hello, hello. Find me on Facebook. Let's be friends.
Yes, connect with her on Facebook. We'll make sure to put her link and to link to her website and Facebook in there as well. And everyone who's listening, go ahead and put your biggest takeaway in the comments below. We want to hear your wisdom, and let this message marinate into your mind, body, heart from now until forevermore. Make sure you take action right now and get your free gift as well as your ticket to the summit. And also, sharing is caring. So if you were inspired by this message, which I know that you were, go ahead and share this message out and give someone else the gift of this amazing transformation as well, and breaking free from their invisibility habits. Looking forward to seeing you all again for another episode of Freedom Fridays next week. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.